Hey everybody, this is Claude Vien from AVL Media Group. Today I'm going to talk about the LS1 Lightshark lighting console. Just got this, came directly from Spain. This is a console that retails for around $2,000 and we're going to go through the features and see what this thing can do. Okay, we're going to start with the front panel. So this looks like your regular professional lighting console. So what you have here is all your functions: edit, update, delete, move, fan, set, whatever you want. You have 10 faders directly on the console, plus one master fader. And then you have all your parameters here, which are intensity, position, color, even an effect engine. And you also have 4 encoder wheels here, so that you can program your lights just about any way you would do with a professional lighting console. Let's go around the back, see what's going on here. Well, it's got this funky antenna that's sticking out here. That is for a local Wi-Fi network. We'll get to that later. Then you got your power switch, you have your TrueCon connector, 2 USB connectors. One is for data, for updating the software and saving your programs. The other one is a 5-volt DC connector to plug in your phone, your iPad, or whatever you have hooked up to it. Then you have the little light output here, and then DMX1, 5, and 3. DMX2, 5, and 3, and then you have your ArtNet LAN connector. We'll get to the details later. Let's hook it up and see what this thing can do. So we're all booted up and ready to go. This thing will provide a local Wi-Fi network. So what you need to do is log on to it with whatever tools you want to use. You can use your laptop, you can use an iPad, an Android pad, you can use your phone if you have pointy fingers and good eyes. Me, I'm a little old for that. So I got myself this $100 obsolete Android pad just to see if it would work. So you just grab your pad and stick it right here, and we're ready to go. So now what we need to do is go into settings, look at the Wi-Fi, and we will find here the Lightshark network. So we just log on to that. I'm already logged in, so that's good. And then all you need to do is go into your browser, whether it be Safari, Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, whatever it is you have, everything works. So I went into Chrome and I already logged into the board itself. So I have a desktop icon here. I just stick it and we're into the console software. Okay, here we go. So the way this works is that the console sends a Wi-Fi signal. You log on to it with your pad, your iPad, your computer, and you can hook up to 3 pads at the same time if you want. So if you like to work with 3 screens, you have it in your face, not a problem. So the way this works, very simple. You just go into the menu and we'll start a new show here, and that's done. Okay, so let's say we want to patch a fixture, add fixtures. Let's choose your manufacturer. In this case, I'll go with Blizzard. Let's say I want the S Stiletto Glow 19s. Stiletto Glow, here we go. And then down here you can choose the mode in which you put them in. So let's go with standard. And you go right here and choose how many fixtures you would like to patch. If you want to be fancy and you want to decide yourself what universe you need to put it in, well, you have 1, 2, 3, whatever universe you want. You can choose that. You can choose your start channel right here and your offset. So let's say you want to leave a few channels between fixtures. You can do that from here. Once you've done choosing your fixtures, hit patch, and it's done. Your fixtures are there. Let's say you can't find your fixtures. Well, there's 2 possibilities. Either you send an email to Lightshark and ask for the fixture profile. They'll make it for you and they'll send you an update. if you can't wait that long, there's a fixture editor right here. And this is probably the simplest fixture editor I've ever seen. You just create a new fixture, tell the board how many channels your fixture has. Let's say it has 6 fixtures, channels. Let's say it has 6 channels. Okay, so channel number 1, what would be, that would be intensity, I guess, whatever. Channel number 1, intensity, here we go. Channel number 2, we'll say that is shutter. Channel number 3, let's go into position and say that's pan, and so on and so on. And once that's done, you can label it. You can, your find button, which is some sort of a highlight or a home if you prefer, you can determine what that, how that acts on your fixture, what parameters, how the parameters react. Your default, whether it's at full or 0 or whatever you want it to be, you can decide all that here, and then hit save, and you're done. Your fixture has been created. For now, we'll go with our 4 Stiletto Glow 19. So on our main page, what we have here is our first group of 4 fixtures. If we go into fixtures here, we'll see the fixtures individually. And if you need to enter input or numbers or whatever, you have your numpad here, and you have all your features. So that's cool. What else is there? Virtual playbacks. This is very interesting because your virtual playbacks, let me move the board a little bit here. If I raise fader number 1, you'll see that it acts on the screen. So your 10 faders here are your 10 faders on the board, exactly the same. What's fun about it is that if you move this to the right, you have 10 more faders, and you move it to the right again, another 10 more faders. So what happens is that virtually you have 30 faders in your face. So if you want to hook up 3 screens, you have 30 faders all the time. And this, you can also page, so you can go page up, page down, 30 times again. So that's 30 times 30 faders. If you fill that up, you have a hell of a show, believe me. Okay, let's get back into the features. All right, so we have palettes, so that's cool. How do we manipulate our fixtures? Well, it's very simple. Let's just select them, and then you can go into your palettes here and choose whatever it is you want. Let's say you want color. You got all your color parameters here. You got your red, your green, whatever you want. Another way to do it is directly on the board. Just choose, let's say you want your intensity, your wheels turn into intensity and shutter. So you can just turn the wheel and bring up your dimmer. And all your parameters are also here, and they're also here. So whatever you want to, whatever way you want to choose them is fine. If you go to color, you have your palettes, which are predetermined by the board, but you can also save new ones if you want. You've got your color picker right here. And then you got all your other features. Let's say we didn't want to do that. Hit clear, and we're back to where we were before we started. So let's make a cue. See how that's done. Grab my fixtures, select the intensity, bring that up all the way. All right, let's go pan and tilt, and adjust pan and tilt. Of course, we don't have real fixtures hooked up, but just to show you how it's done, you adjust your pan and tilt. Let's say you like, oh, you want to fan it? No problem. Hit fan, and you can fan your pan. Okay, so let's say we like that. Put a color, color picker. It's a lot easier. Green, I like green. All right, so that's good. Record, hit any of the buttons above your faders. So let's choose number 7. And there we go. We have a cue. Clear that, raise the fader, and the cue executes itself. What's fun about these faders here is that you can, if you hit this, it opens up, and then you have all the details of your fader. Let me zoom that in a little bit so you can see what's going on here. And if you hit the little menu down here, 3 buttons are menu, by the way. So here you'll have a bunch of options to determine which way your fader acts on your cue. So if you want it to fade in effects and whatever, or if you want to change your trigger, the trigger button. Did I say have big fingers? Yeah, I think I said it before. So your trigger button can do different things also. So that's where it happens, and that's it. Let's say I want to create a cue list. Let's close this, grab my fixtures, change color. So let's say I want to change positions also, just so people don't think I'm lazy. We'll do something else. Okay, good. And we do what? Hit record, hit that same slide again, and what happens here? We have a cue list. You want to see your cue list? Just go into cue list up here and select your cue, and we have our cue list. So if I hit go over here, you'll see we're waltzing from one cue to another. And you can also set your crossfade, your fade in, your fade out, and whatever. You want to look at your cue, you want to see what's inside the cue, hit this, and you have all the details, your 4 fixtures and all the parameters that are included in your cue. So what else do we have? Oh, executors. Okay, so these executors, oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. Executors here, you have 2 pages of them. So those are just triggers. So you can put cues in there, you can put chases, fades, whatever you want, effects, and just have all these triggers ready to go. So once you get to your venue and you want to take a break, you want to go and eat, and the DJ's going on, well, just set a bunch of triggers and grab the pad, give it to the DJ, call it a day. You can walk around with this as long as the Wi-Fi permits you to stay connected, which is pretty good actually. You can move around in a pretty big room and the Wi-Fi will follow you. Okay, let's talk about effects. All right, let's get back to our home page, clear all that. Let's grab our fixtures again. If I hit find here, boom, they come on, ready to go. It's like a home, okay? So we just hit the effect thing right over here, or we can choose it here, which way, it all works. And then you go into your effect engine. So how simple is that? Well, here it is. You can put an effect on intensity, position, beam, color, whatever it is you want to do. Let's go position, hit circle, and we have a circle going on with our fixtures. So all we need to do now is play around with the wheels, and that will determine the speed, the offset, the effect size, and everything. Once we like that, hey, it's as simple as record and throw it into a fader, and then we clear that, and then when we fade in our fader, our effect will come on. And if we want the effect to fade with the fader, as I said before, open up that fader, go into the menu, and say, hey, I want the effect to be affected by the fader. And it's that simple. So there you have it, folks, the LS1 Lightshark console. Grab your pad, walk away, do your positions, do all your palettes and your presets. Then you come back, operate your show. It's all good. Any questions? Send me an email, cvins at avlmediagroup.com, or you can contact me via backstagecowboys.com. Take care.